Yo, yo, yo. What up? What up?
What's good? What's good, man?
Welcome everybody out there to the catch-up episode of
What
the
up?
SCD podcast. We're doing
Yes,
something
sir.
new. While the sports world is pretty much kind of slow for our pace.
Yep.
We trying out every other week. Gives us time to catch up on a lot of topics that's going on. So it's something we try. Let us know if you like it. We keep going, but for now, it's how the show is gonna go down. What up, Zoe? Waiting on the other fellas to show up. But in the meantime, new show, what's been going? What's good, man?
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on? It's been a long time.
Been a long time, man.
Oh yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
extra excited, man. I found out I got a day off tomorrow. I already have Friday off,
Oh
so
man.
I'm already getting into it. So,
Yes, sir.
what
Yes,
up,
sir.
Leisha?
What
What
you
up,
sipping
Zoe?
on, man?
Man, you know how we do it. Same old, same old. Got the tequila, the brown tequila.
Man, oh boy, I've been on the tequila
Extra,
diet,
extra,
boy.
extra.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
But
got a
what about you?
ain't nothing special. Just a little rum and
All right. I
rum
thought
and
you had the
lemonade, man.
H2O.
Man, yeah. I switched it up today.
All right,
Yes,
cool,
sir.
cool. So man, we go. So I jumped in our Facebook page and I was asking, what people wanted us to talk about, and one that stood out. Uh, yeah, tequila as usual. Yeah. One of the things that stuck out was, which is a big topic throughout the week. So I'm not an avid fan. Well, I don't watch college women's basketball. It's nothing against it. I don't know who they are, and that's
yeah,
part of that's part of something I need to tune into, because the championship game put up numbers. I think they had 9 million views for the championship game.
yeah.
But that
It
wasn't
was
even
a
the biggest
great.
thing.
I was going to say it was a great look for women's basketball
Great look,
because
great look.
everybody's been talking about it. Yeah, everybody's been talking about it.
Well, yeah, they were talking about the game, but the biggest thing that took out was what happened during the game. I guess the closing minutes, where the
Right,
young lady,
right,
we get right into it. Her name was Angel
right.
Reese. She
Yeah,
put up something. It was a taunt, nothing that we don't
yeah.
see the men do. But I saw it for the first time. What up, Mel? I saw it for the first time. Like, no big deal. Didn't think it was gonna get the news that it got the following day. And I was really confused. I'm like, so
Right.
what yes, I need to, we will. That's people been asking about it. So we will. We just have to, get informed ourselves, do our own research. So we gotta at least act like we know what we're talking about. But we will. But that was the thing, that her gesture she made. I think she was pointing at her ring finger. They were about to win the championship.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's all I heard. I heard the game was good, but that was the thing that stuck out the most.
Right,
And I was so
right,
confused.
right,
I'm like, well, the guys do it all the time. It's taunts all the time in sports.
right,
Win the
right.
championship. It wasn't like they was losing, they was winning. And the reality was it was against she was taunting. We will. We will. That is our mission, is to get informed about the lady sports. We will. We
right,
got you. We
right.
got you.
What up, Marv? What's up, man?
Marv.
We got our brother Marv in here, man.
That's what I was gonna get to, Zoe. So Zoe was a little ahead of me. So the young lady she did the taunt against was Caitlin, who plays for Iowa.
She did what she was supposed to do.
Right. She did the same thing to this other young lady who happened to be, we can say it, she's white.
Yeah.
But Angel was getting the backlash. Like I didn't know Caitlin did this stuff until I saw what Angel did to her. It wasn't really to her. It was just, you winning the championship. You didn't hit the moment.
Yeah.
You're winning. You're winning.
You need to be a producer then.
Yeah.
Talking about Alicia comment.
Oh, what did you say about it? I didn't hear you.
She said we need to include the ladies more. Telling her she need to be a producer more.
There we go. You heard it from Marv the Great himself. But I was confused. I'm like, so did she cuss at her? Did she go off on her? Did she put her hands on her? No, it was a gesture.
Right.
Championship ring gesture. Like, hey, we about to get a ring.
Yeah.
But I think because it was it was toward the white lady, so the white player looks like the victim now, and I hate that because
that's a common thing that players do when they about to get a ring is they do the gesture like ring me up.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I'm gonna play the other side a little bit because I did watch this live. I watched it live. Now I did understand the gesture. I seen it. She was playing back on kind of what Caitlyn was doing to other players. But the only thing that I didn't like, and I'm gonna be honest, I did feel like with Mrs. Reese, it was a little like she did it a little too much. It was maybe, and I'm gonna be honest, I watched this live. It was maybe for about 30 or 40 seconds straight. She followed this girl around the court.
But you just
doing this, and it was a little, it was a little too much just for me. I understand doing it, and I understand, showing them, hey, yeah, da 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 da. But this girl, if you go back and look at that clip for about 30 or 40 seconds, she stalked this girl around the court. First of all, y'all blowing the team out. It ain't even close. The game is not close.
But she knew who she was playing against. It's like you playing against your rival. You jump in. Are we beating them? And this girl
is Iowa a rival to LSU? It's right.
No. But two of the best women in the game.
What up,
and now you like
True?
She's showing up. They're up big. You know this girl. She does it to everybody she's played against. She's gesturing. She's doing this. True. So now I'm on the biggest stage. I'm gonna show them how we do it. Now we win it. I'm gonna do it, but now it was too much. You can make a whole highlight of what Caitlyn did.
Right. So I was okay with what Reese did.
Caitlyn got a mixtape. Like
she said, "Stalk, that's a stretch." Now I want everybody to review the tape. I want everybody to go back and review the tape. Mrs. Reese followed young helpless Caitlyn around the court, throwing that finger up and doing this. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm okay. I'm okay with taunting. I'm okay with shit talking. I'm all okay with that. But if you follow me around the court doing that, I'm taking that as fighting words. I'm sorry. I'm taking that as you want to throw down.
Let me read to you what Miss Reese said. She said, all year, I was critiqued for who I was. I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood. Right. I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all didn't say anything. So this is for the girls who look like me, for those that want to speak up for what they believe in.
Right.
And it's unapologetically to you.
Right.
And that's what I did before tonight. It was bigger than me.
Right.
And Twitter is going into a rage every time. So I mean, you get to the spot and you get this all-American Caitlyn who does it, has, like Marv said, she has a mixtape about all the taunting and gestures she does. Oh, we beating her. This is who's taunting. Oh, I'm coming for you. There's nothing.
And like I said, I'm not against taunting. It's done. There's a time when it's a little bit. It's a time when it's a little bit overboard. I think she might have went a tad bit overboard with the celebration. Now, is that now what I look at her and what I call her names, like some of white America is doing? They say that it was classless and all this. No, it's all a part of the game. It's a part of the game. It's definitely a part of it. Could she have toned it down just a tad bit? Because I'm telling you, man, she followed this girl around the court, bro. Go look at the last 30 seconds of the game. She purposely followed this girl around the court. But
so what's the difference between her doing that and what Pat Beverly does on a nightly basis?
Well, with Pat Beverly, I don't feel like he is following people around just to taunt their ass.
He followed Pat Beverly his first game in the league. He was clapping in his face.
It was well deserved. That was well deserved because you're playing defense. I don't even think. Yeah, it's cool. We're doing it. It's a problem.
I feel you on that.
No, Mel. Nothing against the women. Nothing against the women. I just feel like she could have gave her maybe 10, 15 seconds of it and kept it moving. It felt like more like the last 30, 40 seconds of the game was just her doing this. It was just her doing this. The last 30, 40 seconds. Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, it's all opinion based. It's not,
it's all opinion based. In my opinion, I just feel like do it to her, let her know, keep it moving. Like you ain't got to follow me around the court doing this. Like, bro, what's up? What you trying to do?
Well, let me ask you this. This is the bigger bombshell. The vice president, the president's wife said, "Let's bring both teams."
Right.
Why?
Right.
Why are we catering to Caitlin? They lost, so you want to bring both teams in?
Yeah. Now that's where they lost me. That's where they lost me. We are not. Let me see. She only followed her.
Talk about it.
I mean, don't you feel like that's excessive? Don't you feel like that's a bit too much?
Acknowledge me.
Don't you feel like it's a bit too much? Triple double standards.
but then she gets backed up because now the vice president, the president's wife is saying, "Oh, we bring both teams to the White House to celebrate."
Now,
you don't bring them to the White House.
If they brought the White House, the winning team shouldn't go.
That's what Caitlin said. Not Caitlin, but Angel said, "I'm not going. I'd rather go to the Obama's house." Because the big brother. Yeah,
oh man, got the Murphys jumping on me.
Hey, we stick together. Yeah. But no, she was out of line for inviting both teams, man. Now you making Angel look worse. Now you inviting the loser team to come to the White House to celebrate. Come on,
man. Right. Yeah. The president, she out of line for that, and I think that they said that they would rather go kick it with the Obamas than go
That's what
to
Angel
the White
said.
House.
She said, "No, I want to kick it with the Obamas instead." And I wouldn't do it. And then she's not going.
And you know what? Honestly, if I was LSU, I wouldn't go either. Because to me, that's disrespectful. Because never in the history of this game, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, whoever wins the chip, the losing team never gets to go. But when the losing team looks like you, now you want to bring them in. Right. Damn near the whole lineup. So I'm not with that. Y'all got to sit home and suck it in. But I like what the LSU coach told Caitlin at the end of the game. You're a generational player, and you're Caitlin's a great player. Let's not take anything away from Caitlin.
No, we're not talking about her.
We're not going to take anywhere. Yeah. We're not going to take anything away from Caitlin. But
I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody had posted a question. I seen it on Facebook. Who would you rather pick in the draft? And I'm like, I'm going with Caitlin. She seems like 7:30.
Caitlin is part of the better player, but we talking about something like this. Is how did Caitlin get away with it? I never knew this happened. I never know Caitlin had doing all this taunting stuff.
Oh, she been talking.
I didn't know, but as soon as Angel does it in the championship game, he
should have 3 in your face from 30 and hold her hand up like Clay, or Steph. Like she
I think that people and I want everybody to go back and review the tape. I think that people felt like it was a little over the board. I mean, she followed the girl around the court.
Let me say this, Mucho.
Marv, did you watch it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Now
you saw it live.
This is what I'm saying. As much as she talks and taunts, it's on a whole nother level, bro. Like she'll be dropping 60, 70 on somebody, and the whole game will be talking to him. You can't guard me, holding her hand up. If you gonna give it, you got to be able to take it.
That's true. That's
if
true.
You gonna give it out like that, you got to be able to take it. And
but have we also heard the term of
by a better team? They came with a game plan. They stopped.
Blew them out. Blew them out.
Ooh, here you go, new show. So what's
in all honesty, I think all Reese needed to do was just be seen one time. Just be seen one time. You don't have to follow this girl around the court doing it. Like, we get it. You up by 15 to 20.
Now let me ask you this, because LSU and Iowa are not even in the same conference. They don't even play the same. They probably never see each other again. So you have this opportunity. You beating this girl who's taunting everybody she plays against. She's taunting. She's holding her hand up like Mario said, after 3. She's taunting people. You get one game. You blow them out. I may never have this opportunity again. I'm letting you have it. It's for everybody you're taunting against. Every team you're taunting against, that's 2 seconds. So
Well,
40
okay.
seconds maybe excessive.
So
Hey,
so this is when I felt like it was too far.
okay.
I saw this before the commercial break. We watched commercials. We came back to the game, and she was still following her around the court doing this. I just felt like it was a little too much. I just felt like it was a little.
But it was cool when Pat Beverly was to play that game, putting off his jersey, swinging around, celebrating.
I'm just saying, man.
It was cool.
I'm just saying. I went from a commercial break seeing this. I come back. I'm like, oh, they showing the replay? No, this ain't no replay. This shit is live. She's still
Pat
doing
Beverly's
it.
still somewhere celebrating this
Hey, I just. I love Angela, the Bayou Barbie. I love her. I love her spirit. I just felt like it was a little too much. It was a little too much. Now, she doesn't deserve the backlash that she's getting because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, number one, these are young women. That's number one. These are young women. So this backlash that she's getting, they're saying all, I'm not with all that, but it was just a tad bit too much for me. Just a tad bit. I mean, we went from a commercial break. I thought they were showing a replay. It was live. She was still. All right.
I'd have still been doing it today.
Ducho sound like a person who, he ordered a sub. He wanted mayo on there, and they put it on there a little too thick. But like that's what he sound like. But you know what I'm saying. But when you get it home, you still gonna eat it. It's still gonna be good. So what?
Good question.
Yes.
Good question. Give you an example. Don't play too much. Tom Brady, we love him to death. He don't get no backlash for what he do. He can cuss out the referees.
Tom Brady's never followed the player on the field.
He can throw tablets all across the field. Let Mike Vick did it. They all over. Oh, this is disgusting. This is a disgusting act by Tom Brady. Oh, he's competitive. Look at the competitive in his eyes.
You give me an example of an NBA player that taunted another player and followed him around the court for about a minute.
You can't do that. So this is the difference between the NBA. You can't compare the NBA because the NBA is 95% black.
There's only one white player that I think that they view as a villain for the shenanigans that he do on the court, and that's Grayson Allen. That's it.
I don't even know about Grayson Allen being
But just tell me, what NBA game have you watched where an NBA player followed another player around the court for about 45 seconds?
I gave you one.
That's taunting. Who? Pat Bev didn't do him like that, man.
Go look at Pat Bev, Lonzo Ball.
I seen Pat Bev, man. He was D'ing them up, and he was excited D'ing them up, but he wasn't like Lonzo. 30 seconds later, Lonzo, it's over, nigga. It's over.
He just did the too small thing to LeBron the other day.
I'm okay with that.
Right, okay, let's stick with NCAA. Yeah, we haven't seen something like this, Mel, to like enough, for it to be like. I think that
we've never seen this
too much.
Now, I will be honest. We've never seen this in NCAA at all. We never have. But I don't like the backlash. Them saying that she was dirty. Them saying it's a part of the game. Just me personally.
Deserving. She don't deserve.
Yeah. It's a part of the game. Just me personally, I would have hit her with one or two eyes and got up out of there. I'm done. Ring. I'm done. Man, it seemed like honestly, with this new social media era, it kind of feel like she was trying to get a look. Definitely. Definitely.
I can't agree with that.
Definitely.
I seen
this new social media era.
I just
read like she was trying to be seen. I would like everyone to go back and review the video. Everyone to go back and review the video.
I just read what she wrote immediately after the game.
I'm just saying, I watched it live, man. I watched it live. Can everybody go back and review it and come back to me?
That's tough.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. It was.
So you think
hats off to LSU.
She was doing it for the gram?
Oh, yeah.
She could have been doing it for the gram, but it ain't.
Hey, hats off to LSU. Y'all won. Y'all did great. Shout out to the LSU coach. She used to coach at Baylor. She won the championship there. Came to LSU and won. LSU, I'm proud of y'all. Keep it up. Not for the gram,
though. Man, that was 20 minutes. We talked about Angel. we talking about. That's what's up. It was way too much backlash for what it was, man. And women, that was
I
the
don't
numbers.
agree. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with that backlash. I mean, at the end of the day, these are young women. I'm not agreeing with that. A lot of these women are in their teenage years. I'm not agreeing with all that, tearing women down and stuff. That's not cool. It's not cool.
That's not. And I'll never tell anybody now for celebrating.
Yeah. And the thing, and I'm gonna be honest, the thing that I hate about it is that it's mostly the white people that are trying to turn her down, calling her classless, all that. I just think she just went a little overboard, and she was probably excited, but hey, it is what it is.
And it brings another spotlight to women's basketball, good or bad.
Oh yeah.
The ratings before the game, while the game was it was the highest rated championship game of all time. So that's already a plus for women's basketball. So like Mel said, but they coming back. They both coming back for another year. So if I'm NCAA, I'm pushing that game one of the next year.
LSU. Oh yeah. You know how many people gonna be tuned in to women's basketball now?
They both coming back next year. So that's
it was a great look.
Oh, I definitely would have that on the list. All right, well, from one basketball to the other, we're going to the NBA. Tonight the Lakers play the Clippers, and with the Lakers winning, they can move into that 5th seed, which is crazy to say, based on just a month ago.
A month ago,
it was in the 10th.
A month ago, yeah, it was just trying to stay alive in the West. So,
right,
man, having LeBron back, which I read something funny the other day. It says funny how when now all of a sudden the Lakers are winning, he's like, "Oh, I can come back now and help out." Like they were, don't really speak so, what you guys think about that?
Tonight game for me is a must watch. I'm gonna get real comfortable and I'm gonna watch this game. If AD, and I'm gonna say this, if AD continues to play how he's playing right now, the Lakers are gonna come out the West. Last night, I believe LeBron put up 37 points. They beat the Utah Jazz in overtime. Kind of weird you going into overtime with the Jazz, but LeBron dropped 37. He scored damn near all the points in overtime, and he looks excited and ready to go. The Lakers, man, 2 weeks ago was the 10th seed. Now they could possibly be the 5th seed. I'm proud of them, man. The trade that they made and at the deadline was amazing. This team looks like a new team. AD just has to keep up with what he's doing, and they'll mess around and come out the West. I would also like to throw out there that my boy Joker, he just injured himself. So these playoffs is going to be interesting. But yeah, tonight's game is really a must watch if you like basketball, man. Tune in. Let me make it, Miss Gordon. Let me make it.
Man, Ducho, you ready to end me tonight, man. You didn't run the ladies the wrong way.
Don't overtime me, man.
And we got to bring them on now. Now we got to bring them on, man.
Hey, what kind of injury did Joker suffer, Nucho?
He had Achilles. Yeah, so you know how that could be. How that can be. I mean, he already don't play no defense, but I mean, that stuff could flare up on you and you'll be out. So it's gonna be tough.
Dang, bro, you amazing. I thought Marv was in neutral to do.
Oh man,
what you saying?
Uncle Tom Nooch.
Uncle Tom Nooch.
Hey y'all. Hey, for the record, I like Reese. I'm with the Reese swag. I just felt like it was a little too much. She's okay with me though. She's okay.
I don't know. You sure?
I lost some fans, Trill. I lost some fans tonight.
Real quick.
The girl from LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They
bro?
own me.
Hey, Dujo said the talk was a little too long.
It's a little too long for me. A little too long for my eyes.
Hey, I didn't mind it. Hey, talk that shit, man. Talk that shit. Why not?
Man.
But the Lakers can move up and secure. Make sure they don't be in the play-in game with a couple more wins. I think LeBron, AD, and D'Lo are undefeated when they're on the court at the same time. So, That's a good thing. So,
Yeah.
any other comments about? Nucho, Trill and Marv. Anything about?
I just think it's very interesting. You know, I can remember not too long ago there was like 12th, whatever.
Yeah.
It just seems like I don't know if LeBron is the smartest guy in the room or whatever as far as the Lakers is concerned, but you know, him stepping away allowed those players
To
to
jail.
to find their way,
Mm.
find their rhythm, you know, to get it going, really. You know what I'm saying? I was starting to look at AD like, man, he ain't the same AD. But then when LeBron stepped away, he started punishing people. You know what I'm saying? So I think LeBron, maybe he was trying to give AD some room to find his swag or something.
That's interesting.
Hey, man. It
I'm just
ain't
glad
one big.
they back in the conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to have the Lakers in the playoffs. You got to have LeBron in
Yeah.
the playoffs. It would have been real disappointing if the Lakers were, 12th seed and didn't even make the play-in, or, whatever the case may be. But I'm happy for him. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I felt like the Lakers won the trade deadline, and the results are showing. You got the boy Vanderbilt doing his thing. 80 finally, passed. He basically is taking over the team. You know what I'm saying? Being the number one option like he should have been. So it's gonna be good seeing the Lakers, continue to climb up the seedings, and it's gonna be real interesting to see what they do in the playoffs. So, shout out to the Lakers.
Yeah, we need AD to keep that same energy, man. Right now, man, it ain't one big it's not one big in the West that's gonna mess with AD right now, man. So if he keep the way he going, these playoffs gonna be scary. Now the East,
gotta stay
there's some
healthy.
bigs over there. He gotta stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, especially the Giannis's, the Embiids. You got to stay if they match up. It's a big if. They still got a tall task ahead of them, But that Achilles injury to Joker could be big. But nobody really thought of the Nuggets as a threat anyway. Their coach just called them soft yesterday, so that's something to think about. So we can move to one team that's moving up to another team that we thought was going to be there, and we talked about a little bit last night. Where I thought this would be an interesting conversation to have with the two Mavs fans in here. I mean, what went wrong? I mean, it was a big thing to have. If you get Kyrie Irving and Luka, you just knew that's a playoff seed. I mean, they're not out of it, but I mean, what's happening?
Talk to him, Trill.
What place are they in right now?
I already told everybody. I feel like it's Jason Kidd is the problem. Jason Kidd is a player development type coach, but when it comes to like scheming and trying to get the dub, that's not Jason Kidd's forte. I really feel like the fact that you got Kyrie, you got Luka, you should be dominating teams. The problem with the Mavericks, though, like I said, they gave up their best defender in Dorian Finney-Smith. That hurt. That put a big hole in their defense. But at the same time, I'm watching the games. I'm looking at Jason Kidd. I'm looking at his rotations. Our problem is we don't rebound. We don't defend. You got two 7-footers that you don't play. I don't know what it is with him and Christian Wood. Christian Wood does not get the minutes. When he does get the minutes, he's out rebounding the White Powell. The White Powell's only going to give you 4 or 5 rebounds, but then you got Christian Wood. He's basically a walking double-double. Why is he not on the floor? And then, teams are punishing us in the paint. You got a guy like JaVale McGee that's just sitting on the bench. You're wasting, a contract. Like you signed this man in the offseason, but you're not playing him. It's Jason Kidd and his ego. That's the problem with the Mavs. That's the problem. So, honestly, I feel like we just need to go ahead and just lay it down for the rest of the season. I think we just need to go ahead and tank it out. Just go ahead and get that draft pick. I mean, because I don't see us doing nothing. We make the play-in. Whoever we plan to play in, we lose. Even if we beat the team in the play-in, we go to the next round. We're gonna lose in the next round in the playoffs. So, the problem with Dallas is Jason Kidd.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, You know, man, a couple of months ago when we got Kyrie, man, I was so high and happy.
I remember.
I was so excited, man. I just thought it was going to be a new day in Dallas. We got Kyrie and Luka together, and man, it's been horrible. It's been horrible ever since that trade, man. I mean, you know, the Mavericks was kind of like a that was a mid like 500 team before he got there. But with the pieces they lost and just adding his offense, but taking away that defense, man, they just plummeted. They didn't look like the same team. And also, you can kind of read in the interviews that some of the players were giving out. Luka saying he wasn't having fun anymore. We got Hardaway Daddy now coming out talking mess about Luka. So I need Dallas and Mark Cuban to make this right, because what it's looking like is we might be losing out on a superstar. And then where do we go from there? Yeah. They probably need to shake the room and just get rid of Kidd. Maybe let Luka bring in who he feel comfortable with, but they need to make a change, man. Something's gonna have to change in this offseason. But I'm disappointed, man, because I thought we was getting so much more with the Kyrie addition and Luka. For where we are right now, it's kind of sad, man, because the Mavericks went down and the Lakers just went up. So we'll see, man. We'll see what this offseason holds for the Mavericks. What kind of changes they do.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're like 5-16 with the Kyrie trade, since the Kyrie trade, and that's ridiculous, bro. I mean, that's really ridiculous. And just to add to the whole shakeup here, they're not going to be able to be successful until they get rid of Jason Kidd. And I hate to say it because I love Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? He's an all-time great point guard, but just head coaching wise, it's just not
for everybody.
I was just telling a homie of mine, it would be real interesting to see what this team could have done with Rick Carlisle. I feel like Rick Carlisle was of course, we all know he's a way better head coach, but you get him those pieces, those games that we were losing, like when we had the Lakers up by 21 points and then we blew that lead and then lost that game, Rick Carlisle's not losing that game. So again, it just falls on the head coach. It falls on Jason Kidd, man.
Yeah.
Right now, Dallas is in 11th place in the West. I'm looking at these numbers. It's the road games is killing y'all. Home, you're 22-16. When you're away from home, 15-26. I'm looking at the numbers. So yeah, defense is looks like it's you scoring enough points. Is just stopping people is the biggest thing. We already know Kyrie is not a defender. So yeah, like you said, you lose Dorian. You get Kyrie, you get the scoring, but you lose his defense as well. So we got 2 guards out there who I don't know. Is Luka a good defender?
No,
not at all.
So your backcourt, none of them can defend. That hurts.
Yeah.
The only hope the Mavs have right now is Kyrie resigns and they go get some defenders. They surround some defenders with Kyrie and Luka.
And that's going to have to fall on the heels of Mark Cuban being the best salesman ever, because if you tell Kyrie, yeah, you resign, we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna get some defenders. Like you said, having JaVale McGee on the bench, who was key to that Lakers championship game, it's his length alone.
Why?
Christian Wood.
Why?
Any other team in the league would love to have Christian Wood. A stretch 5, stretch 4 who can shoot, lengthy, can help defend the paint. Like, that's crazy to me. So
yeah, I don't understand. Like Trill said, I don't understand what he's doing. It almost makes perfect sense to have Woods and McGee out there, because you can't defend the paint with your guards. They're gonna let people touch the paint, so you're gonna have to have big in there. Like, I don't
exactly. And just to add to that, Marv, like you right on the head with it, but I don't know what it is with Dwight Powell. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say I love Dwight Powell because I'm not gonna just sit up here.
Nah, you love him. You love him.
I don't. He don't get me wrong.
It's all right.
He's a decent.
He's decent.
He's a role player. He's a role player, but he's not a starting center in this league. He's not a starting center in this league, and that's where it comes. That's why we lose a lot of games, because he's not able to defend that paint. He's not rebounding. He's getting out rebounded. Like, What are you out there for?
And how tall is he? He's not
Like
big.
6'10",
Oh,
6'10".
he is
16,
6'10"?
6'9".
Okay.
6'10", but
16,
Christian
6'9".
Wood should be.
he don't have the size. Like he's lanky to
Nah.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
When
doesn't
they,
have
and
a
then when they
paint
put
presence.
when they put JaVale McGee in the game, 10 minutes into the game, he's already having 6-7 rebounds.
That's
He's
what he
already out
does.
rebounded
Finds
Dwight
himself
Powell,
in
and he's
yeah.
defending. So it's like, what are you doing, kid? Like, what are you doing? But from what I heard and what I've seen on Twitter, the issue that kid is having with Christian Wood is that Christian Wood is messing up on a lot of assignments. Like he's not making the right plays, or he's busting his assignments, is what they say on Twitter. I don't know how true that is.
Now, it could come into effect because you could be onto something because he is on his third team.
Yeah.
To be that young. So I don't know if it's something he's doing wrong for him to be that young on his third team. He was in Detroit and in Houston, and now he's with you guys. So something isn't clicking with him. Maybe. So that you could be onto something with that. I didn't think about that.
I think I think he's motivated by touches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
with Luka and Kyrie being on the floor, and then him not getting the touches, him being a fourth option, not even like a third option. Like, I think that messes with a player. You know what I'm saying? Eagerness to do the right things on the court. Like maybe he's just out there, just you know what I'm saying, not fully 100% engaged because he ain't touching the peel.
And he's also in the contract year too. So, the fact that he's not getting the minutes to be able to showcase what he can do definitely could mess with his psyche. So,
but if you think about it, the teams he played against before he got to y'all were dumpster fire teams. That Piston team was a good team. The Houston team was a good team. So, yeah, you could be on something because this probably could have been his time to shine. With Dallas being the borderline good to okay teams, it's better situation than he's been before. And the fact that he's not getting the touches or the looks that he should get could be mental. So yeah, you guys are not out of it, but it's tough. It's tough right now because the bottom of the West is so jumbled up. One more loss can end one of these guys' season. So it's tough. When you hear Luka and Kyrie on the same team, like, what can go wrong? Something we can talk about real quick. Is Embiid the life MVP? He had a great game last night. They're third in the East. He's putting up 33 and 10. I think he's the best teammate Harden has played with because Harden doesn't have to do much. Harden is more of a point guard on this team than he is the scorer he was in Brooklyn and OKC and in Houston. He's averaging almost 11 assists a game. James Harden. Yeah. I think the criticism that Embiid gave to him last season, I think that really got into Harden's head to where he's like, you know what? I don't have to put up 40 points a game. I don't have to put up 30 shots a game. I can be an actual point guard and play basketball. I got one of the best centers in the game on my team.
Yeah.
I mean, putting the Harden and Embiid in a pick and roll situation, it's got to be
tough.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be one of the hardest things to ever guard ever. You know what I'm saying? Because Joel can do everything out of a pick and roll, as well as Harden. So you don't know which way it's gonna go. You know,
right?
Right.
Pick pop, he can go to the hole. Both of them could do that. Like Harden got, he invented the traveling step back and all that. So like, if I was Doc, I would just run that all until that well runs dry. Like, and I do think that Embiid is deserving.
Yeah.
Even if Embiid, if there was somebody who was close to his numbers or whatever, I still would give it to Embiid just because
too.
He has been number 2 these last 2 seasons, and you know what I'm saying. I can't see the league giving it to Joker again.
No.
Yeah.
And even last night, he had a monstrous game last night. He had 52 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. 2 blocks, 80% shooting from the field. Against the Miami Heat, who's not horrible team. They're a playoff team, a good defensive team, and he still did his thing. Like I think like if I had a vote, I didn't before like earlier season, like mid season. I say, oh yeah, I'll give it to
I
Giannis.
feel like that's the Jimmy Butler thing. I feel like every time he played Miami, he try to punish
I
them.
think so too. I think so. Him and Bam. I think he's like, all right, well, okay, I got something for y'all, and you know they won. It was a 2-point. I think he had I think his dunk at his oop at the end was like the game clincher. But nonetheless, I think I would before I would have gave it to Giannis, but I'll give it to Embiid. He's been hooping this year.
Yeah.
I think him and Harden had a heart to heart, and like, you know, this is my team. I just need you to do what you need to do to help me out. I'm number one. And I think Embiid is the kind of dude who will tell Harden that. Like, I'm number one.
Yeah.
I just need you to help me.
I like Embiid chances of winning it, and I think he's well deserving of it. And I like when big men do good in the league, man. I love when big men can go to the paint. Embiid is like what do we call a pocket knife. He can shoot the three. He plays in the paint. But I like watching them. Embiid and Joker, AD. I guess Giannis too, man. Those are like big men I like watching, man. I like watching them play. Embiid, he should definitely get it though. Definitely should get it, man.
I like Embiid because his confidence. Like there's nothing that he don't think he can do, and he'll talk about it. You know, I wasn't an Embiid fan, but this year more than ever, I'm like, okay, yeah, give him the MVP.
I like Embiid, man. He got a good touch around the rim. You know, he got move, he got footwork on the block, and he can face you up, triple threat, and give you the business that way too. Like, I just think his game constantly, he you know what I'm saying? All the weapons he got, he picks something sharper each year. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna make this tighter. And then now you look up, and now he's more consistently hitting that three.
Yeah,
three ball clip over 30%. Or a big man, he's out there doing it.
It's funny. It's funny how the NBA works, man. All the lottery picks that Philadelphia had in that little run, and for Embiid to be the only one that really pans out, it's just kind of crazy. But that's just how the NBA is, man. We ran through Ben Simmons. Who was the other guard that had the shoulder problem?
Markelle Fultz.
Fultz
is low key.
He didn't turn it around.
He turned it around. It took a couple of years, but he's turned it around.
Turned it around a whole lot.
Yeah. It's just funny how the NBA works, man.
Yeah, that GM bet his whole career on that. Yeah, just give me 5 years.
What was that saying? What was that saying? They had going on?
Man.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Yeah. Trust the process.
All that process. One dude still around.
One dude paying out.
Who didn't play basketball all his career, which is all his life. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He played basketball long. So I really thought Ben Simmons was gonna be that guy in Philly, but you know. Hey.
He fooled us all.
Yeah,
he fooled us all, man. He fooled us all, man.
All right.
Itself.
We got a few more minutes left. We're gonna jump right over to. I'm gonna talk about the Kings, man. But I mean, the Kings, man. I like that team, and we don't have to say too much about them. They're third. I think they're locked for the third place in the West. They're 4 games over.
Let me. And I want to ask everybody this about the Kings.
Right.
How far do we see the Kings going? Are they a first round one and done? How far? I want to get everybody's
They're
opinion.
advancing past the first round.
Okay.
I feel like they are, just because that home advantage is going to be key for them. Because you got to remember back in the day when they had Bibby and Weber and Divac and Christie and the playoff games that they had, like them crowds in Sacramento are crazy.
That's true.
Get on your nerves.
Yeah, so whoever they play in the first round, they're gonna have to deal with, of course, De'Aaron Fox. Sabonis has been playing, lights out. They got that boy Harrison Barnes that kind of turned his career around with them as well. So they got the experience, with him winning the championship in Golden State. So
he is the definition of like
they're gonna be tough in that first round.
Well, how many teams is in the playoffs after the play-in game? Is it 6 teams or
8?
It's 8.
8. So right now they will be playing the 1, 2, 3, Well, they'll be playing the Clippers in the first round. They've all goes playing.
And I can see them beating the Clippers, bro.
Can you?
I really can. I really
I
can.
don't know.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because they match up with the
No,
Clippers great. You know what I'm saying? They
No
got some
playoff
bonus.
Kawhi different.
Too much playoff experience on the Clips for this.
Well, it could be any of them. So in the next 2 days, it can be either the Warriors, the Clippers, or the Lakers. It can be one of those three teams in the first round.
Okay. And what seed are the Clippers?
Clippers right now are the 6th. The Lakers, they're tied with the Lakers for that 6th seed.
Now, if the
But
Warriors,
if they win, they can jump
if
the
it's the
Golden State
Warriors they got to face, they can go on and wrap it up. They're not going past the first round.
You said the Warriors
out there. If it's the Warriors,
Yeah.
but I can really see them beating the Clippers. I really can. Like, I mean, just because again, you got De'Aaron Fox, you know, he's a monster. He's, you know, leading the league, and I want to say like fourth quarter points or something like that.
Okay.
And then also too, you got to add in the fact that is Paul George back?
Think
You know, he got hurt.
Experiences on the Clippers
Nah,
and how
he's still not back yet. He's not back yet, but he's working on it.
Nasty basketball. Like they got the twin out there who ready to go elbow somebody in the face if he needs.
Who you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Who
see
you
them.
talking about,
The Morris twin.
I mean, what team you talking about? Clippers?
Clips. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They play nasty. They got what's the big man? Zubac.
Zubac.
He got to deal with Sabonis.
Yeah. I think Sabonis can give Zubac that work.
For him, man.
Nah, hell no.
I don't know, Mark.
I think Zubac would eat.
Okay, we'll see, man. I'm about to go with Sabonis on that one though, but we'll see.
And the guy predicted to be rookie of the year. He's putting up 12, 3, and 4. I mean, you know, he ain't probably won't win rookie of the year, but that team is stacked. You got Harrison Barnes still putting up 15 points a game. This team, I mean, Malik Monk putting up 14 points a game.
You know who Harrison Barnes is to me? He's like when Detroit was good, he's like Aaron Aflalo or something like he is just the most mediocre player there is. I don't know how he still.
Who you talking about?
Mel, let me make it, Mel. Let me make it.
Hey, this should come on next time, man, with a whole apology. I don't want to say I apologize.
That's how we're gonna open the show next week.
I didn't apologize. Hey, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
My bad, Mel. My bad.
But no, I'm happy for Sacramento. Like we said, we watched the Sacramento Kings back in the day, man. Lose heartbreakers to the Lakers and Portland and teams like that, man. Just be one game away or one shot away. Robert Horry 3 away from, you know, their whole not winning, not even going to the final. So shout out to the Kings, man. I have to shout them out real quick because that's what a turnaround. All right. Yeah, a couple of topics to talk about in the NFL real quick. I noticed a trend, and I don't know if it's enough to talk about, but I think I see enough teams say, you know what, we don't want him. Why teams all of a sudden say they jumping out the Lamar Jackson trade, if possible? The Colts announced today, it said Jim Irsay said we're okay. Like, are you?
I feel like the NFL owners are colluding against Lamar Jackson, honestly.
I think so too.
That's what I feel like. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just the vibe that I'm getting. Like, why wouldn't you not want Lamar Jackson? Why would you not want him?
Let me say this.
The reason why I say you're right, Trill, is because when Deshaun Watson was up with all these allegations he had against him, you still had NFL owners taking private jets, private helicopters. Just to speak to him, the Browns came and talked to him. I'm not defending back with money.
I'm not defending Deshaun, but what he was into is probably like the type of thing that NFL owners are into for real. So they kind of could feel that.
We know the Patriots owner was into it.
Yeah,
we know he was into it.
That's a good point, Mark.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they don't even look at that like that was a, you know what I'm saying? As bad as it was, that's the type of shit they offer too. You know what I'm saying? Our guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah, man. I don't understand it, but I'm with Trill. I think that these NFL owners, not too long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, they all had got in together. They had the little NFL owners meeting where they all get together and whatnot. But I think that it's two things. I think that they're trying to bring down and stop guaranteed contracts because that's what he's looking for. He's looking for all of that money to be guaranteed, like Deshaun Watson got. And I think that the NFL owners are like, this got to stop somewhere because it's going to continue. If we don't stop it, it's going to continue. Because we know the NFL is a copycat league with the contracts and everything. They see one person get paid this, like we got to go up this direction. So,
because who would you want? Would you want Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson?
Damn, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one, bro. It is, bro.
Because I feel like Watson is a better passer than Lamar Jackson right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. And he still gives you escape ability to be able to get away, run, and everything.
But then again, too, we also have to factor in the fact too that Lamar Jackson really hasn't had the weapons as well.
Yeah.
So we gotta also kind of factor that in there as well.
I think it was also
at Houston either though.
Who was Deshaun Watson's number one receivers in Houston?
He didn't have any, but
still throwing for 5,000.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
Well, my whole point of that is saying the fact that we had to think about it and really debate. Lamar is looking at the same debate and saying, well, he got all this guaranteed money. I'm an NFL MVP. Why aren't I getting that same money talk that he got? This guy's out of football for almost a year and a half.
I'm gonna tell you why he's not getting that same money.
Okay.
One,
with the allegations behind it.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. All right.
One, he has no agent, and two,
that's tough.
That messed him up.
Two is, hey, bro, you've been hurt the last 2 seasons. You missed 10 games. What I look like giving you fully guaranteed, you missed 10 games.
I think this year he didn't want to come back. I don't think.
Okay, even if that was the case, you missed 10 games. If you didn't want to come back, but you missed 10 games in the last however many. So that's how you're gonna want fully guaranteed. If you want fully guaranteed, you need to be on the field.
Let me ask you this: how many top tier quarterbacks played in last year without a deal? Without having no deal, no reach, no nothing. He's going to this past season with nothing. No contract, no money. So what am I rushing back for? But what I
can tell you is the players that have gotten guaranteed money, including Russell and blah blah blah. Besides Russell tearing his finger up and whatever and forced to be out, they in them games. They not getting hurt. And Lamar risks himself all the time because he's a running quarterback. So how am I gonna give you fully guaranteed? And I know your instinct is to risk yourself.
That's the AFC Championship with no weapons.
They disrespecting Lamar.
Like he has no weapons at all, bro. Like if I'm a struggling franchise and I have an opportunity to get Lamar Jackson, my thing is surround him with weapons. You don't have to run around the field all goddamn day like he was doing.
Bring in more running backs. Their solution was bring in more running backs. They had 6 running backs on the roster at one time.
Well, to me, what I think would be fair for Lamar Jackson and what I think he should accept is something like 75-80% guaranteed.
No, I'm not.
To the point to where he should sign a long enough contract to the point to where he gets that 200 guaranteed, but the rest is not behind it. And then if you ball out, you get another guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's how he get his money.
I'm gonna be honest, man. They being disrespectful as hell to Lamar Jackson.
Very.
You mean to tell me out of all these teams, don't nobody need him?
Yes,
like, bro.
Everybody dropping out.
Fully guaranteed.
Bro, his overall record is like 41-16, bro. You mean to tell me don't nobody need this dude? Like, bro, what are we doing?
This
gotta be
And
Pat
that goes to
Mahomes.
show that it's the owners holding that young man. It's the owners.
250, 300 guaranteed. That's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
I'll cut it off at 200, like
We're
your
not
boy,
gonna have no
like
conversation.
Watson. I'll cut it off there. You can get that. You can get your first 4 years guaranteed.
In his mind, he's better than Watson because he's achieved more than Watson. Granted, you can say he had
MVP.
He's
That's
an
fine.
MVP. He beat Pat Mahomes in
fine.
one-on-one games to go to this. Like, what are we talking about?
You can get 200 fully guaranteed.
Hey,
I'm not willing to go
it's
beyond.
something. It's something going on, and we wouldn't understand it unless we was a fly on the wall and these owners meeting. But there's some shit going on.
Owners are colluding against him.
I don't see how there is not a market for Lamar Jackson. The Atlanta Falcons owner came out and said his style of football doesn't fit what we want to do. Y'all are the Falcons. Y'all ran with Marcus Mariota. Y'all had Marcus Mariota. What do you mean?
That's his style of football.
What do you mean? Like, it's something going on, bro. It's something going on, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
What do y'all think is gonna wind up happening when it's all said and done? Where will Lamar Jackson be?
He's not playing this year. They tagged him. He's not playing. I wouldn't play either.
No,
I sit out.
Play.
Yeah,
he's not gonna play.
Who he throwing the ball to?
Gonna play. Right.
That's too much time.
And how the Ravens draft is gonna tell us a lot too. How they draft is gonna tell us a lot. You see that quarterback in them first, second, and third rounds.
The other thing that I'm thinking about is that Lamar could possibly be traded after the draft because you get the next year's drafts because nobody wants to give up their 2023 or whatever they calling this. They don't want to give up this year's pick, but you can give up your futures as soon as the draft is over. You get those picks. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Somebody will be willing to make a trade for him then, but nobody want to give up this year's picks.
Which is crazy because a lot of these teams are one quarterback.
Bro, that's crazy to me because I would take Lamar Jackson just experience-wise over any quarterback that's coming out this goddamn draft. I'm sorry.
And I keep saying
41 and 16 with an MVP, like
MVP throwing it to Hollywood Brown. Like that was your best receiver you had in Baltimore. And he's just, I mean, no disrespect, but he's a speedster. That's it. Nobody looked at him as a top 20, not even a top 20 receiver. That's who he's throwing the ball to. So when J.K. Dobbins went down, they start signing running back after running back after running back. They even had a dude from Pittsburgh, from Michigan State. What's that dude name? Le'Veon Bell. They had him for a couple of games one year.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Do you think Green Bay should try to get him?
They have a chance. They haven't.
I think the team, and I thought about this the other day. I think the team that should really be trying to go after Lamar Jackson is the Patriots, because they've been shopping Mac Jones. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but Mac Jones, they've been shopping Mac Jones. So if I'm Belichick and that, and Kraft and all of them, I would go after Lamar Jackson.
Hell, if I'm the Detroit Lions, I'm going after Lamar Jackson.
We already said we good for some reason. They just said nah.
I'm bringing them in, baby.
If Goff didn't have the season he had last year, then yeah, I would be for that. But I believe in Goff. I think Goff can get the job done.
And I think Lamar Jackson payroll will crush. We already numbers are already low for us anyway. So bringing him in.
Who y'all paying? Huh? Who y'all paying over there? I said, who y'all paying over there in Detroit?
I mean, we don't have a lot of salary cap. We got some players that got. I mean, Goff a lot of money by itself.
They did go shopping this free agency.
Yeah, we signed some players. I think. I mean, I would love to have them, but the reality it just wouldn't work. Yeah, that's tough. I'm just saying, continue the coach. The audacity, the coach. Like, we're good.
Yeah, the coach that is wild.
Jim Irsay, he on that. He on that dope.
He on that dope for sure.
We coming into the end of the show, man. We're gonna keep it light and simple. You know what I'm saying? But I do have another fun topic really quick, man. We all four of us and the rest of our guys are big video game guys, man. That's what we do when we're not on here, we're not working, we're at home in the chat. on the PS5. So y'all some PS5 gamers, let us know. We real competitive. A lot of trash talking, so be prepared. But what's some of the games y'all looking forward to? To keep playing this summer, or recommend for summertime game. Summertime right around the corner. What y'all think?
It's two games I'm looking forward to. They come out like towards the end of the summer, but I'm looking forward to college football, NCAA, and also Madden 24. I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Definitely coming out soon, around August, end of July type stuff. But yeah.
Of course, I'm a sports video gamer all day, but one of the ones that's beaten path for me is that Ronin game. Kind of look like it's a spinoff of Ghost of Tsushima, but I think that game is gonna be fire. It's called Ronin.
Okay.
I mean, of course, we stay on 2K. We got our own Madden League going on, which is very competitive. We got the AFC and NFC Championship game, hopefully tonight. The Ravens are, from zero to heroes.
Bro, chill, bro. You doing too much.
Somebody said
zero to heroes. But no, Madden is a game we're big on 2K. But I just got I bought 2 games recently. I bought WWE 23, which is dope, and I bought the baseball game yesterday, 2 days ago. And that's what I'm thinking about. My summertime gonna be like, man. But Mortal Kombat 30. What? All right, I'm gonna stop reading your comments, man. We're gonna be 7-year-old game. What else does it do? We stand out the streets. This is our safe haven. Male. I thought you was.
You know what I'm saying?
Always cracks me up. Beefing with everybody, man.
Mel want to smoke, man. She want to smoke with you.
We was raised on Nintendo and Super Nintendo and all of that. So why would we stop?
Right.
What you got, Trill?
For me, MLB The Show. I said, catching your stream today. What I'm saying? I definitely don't mind checking that out. Of course, Madden, 2K, finna drop pretty soon. I've been also peeping too. I don't know if y'all knew, but they getting ready to drop a Wolverine game. I've been saying on TikTok, and I'm a huge X-Men fan, so I'll definitely be interested in playing that and see what that's talking about. So
the last Wolverine game that it had out on years ago, that last one them by itself was dope, like really dope, the Wolverine game. So that's interesting. That's what we do, man. We game and we talk crap on there. So if y'all want to pull up, let us know. Well, if you can handle it, it's not for the faint of hearts, man. We had people come and go, but we have fun for the most part. We also be on that Call of Duty too. So I'm not good. I'm not good. I just like playing it. But like you said, we trying out this thing every 2 weeks, man. So we gather up all these topics and throw them at you at once instead of trying to come on every week. It's pretty slow for us. So we hope everybody enjoyed the show today. And of course, I think I gotta be confident. We are still rolling with where's it at? Debbie. So check them out. Get 10% off using the code right there at the bottom. Check them out, man. Other than that, man, thanks for pulling up. Thanks for hanging out. We're out.
I want to give a special shout out to the LSU Tigers. Congratulations. Congratulations, LSU. I'm proud of y'all, man.
I want to give a shout out too. I just want to give this man his flowers. He plays for this team. Shout out to that boy, Mikael Bridges. He's the Iron Man of the league. He only pays to play 83 games. He's not being talked about enough. So shout out to that boy, man. Shout out Mikael Bridges, man.
Hey, that's true shit, Trill. I've been watching them ball out over there in Brooklyn, and I'm like, that ain't being talked about enough. Them boys,
it's not, bro.
Another level since they've been over there. Him and Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Everybody thought it was gonna fall off, but they keep pace, man. And shout out to last but not least, shout out to the ladies who came to help us out, Mel, Alicia, with the whole LSU topic, man. That was really enjoyable. Let us know if we can talk about more subjects like that. We can get into it about that all day, every day. But until then, we are out.
Do it like that all day and do it like that all day.